Good morning, good morning. Wake up to the illusion. Wake up, wake up. What is today the subject? Illusion, illusion of what? Of time. What is time? Main thing. So what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Yesterday I found out it was a national holiday. I didn't know. I didn't know that today would be a national holiday, and then I don't care anymore so much for what day is the national holiday. They want to sell you shit, they make Christmas. They want to sell you more shit, they make Valentine. They want to sell you more and more shit, they make Halloween and Easter and all these kinds of things. Although some have lines that has to do with astrology. So welcome to the illusion. Today is Happy Chinese Wine Year. Happy Chinese Wine Year. Yes, Happy New Year for the Chinese. Then they will wish you a lot of money. That is what they wish for you every end of the year. And why the Chinese New Year? Your calendar is so elusive. Every year you're putting your finger up to 1 year, maybe 2020. Or every year you're approaching the date of your birthday. Illusion. If you wish to count your birthday, you don't do it with a Western calendar. You do not do it with a Western calendar. You do not. Because every year, at the end of the year, because the earth is wobbling and we're spiraling in space, we need to count a few minutes. And then every year at 6 o'clock a.m., p.m., 18 hours p.m., you know, you cannot have every end of the white man's year 6 o'clock in between. So every February, welcome to February, the illusion of your year. After 4 years, they add up a whole day because 4 times 6 hours is 24 hours. That means that in some years, February has 29 days. So now your happy birthday, everybody happy birthday, but happy birthday to what? To having it wrong. Okay, happy birthday to having it wrong. So I don't put so much things in birthdays and national holidays. But although the Chinese, the Mayans, the Incas, and so on, the old societies, they had a more accurate calendar because it was very simple. The way we wobble, as spiral, as make our rounds like a slingshot, shoo, shoo, a boomerang going all around, coming back to the same spot. It's very much more accurate because then you see exactly where the sun is. This is the sundial. But now you have the Chinese New Year. So this is a wake up for you how elusive the calendar is in its totality. Chinese Whiny Year. And nobody is actually thinking really about how come the Chinese still have this and how come the Western still cannot take it out and why there is not one universal clock and this and that. Because everybody is seeing themselves as individuals, seeing the difference. So it's Chinese New Year. And then they have an animal. I wonder which animal it is this year. I'm the snake. How about that? Like the Chinese have their Chinese things, and then 12 animals came and follow how they came. This is a year granted to them, and then every year they are looking. And then what the Chinese found out with the Chinese calendar is why it is so important to the numbers. The numbers add to mathematical stuff, and mathematical stuff is everything around you. Your body is a mathematical calculation, the flower, the tree, and so on and so on. So why do they put then an animal per year? Because every 12 years they saw a certain cycle repeating. Like I'm telling you, 4 plus 4 is 8. Add 4 again is 12. But for me, if you want to do it the most accurate way, mm, accountants work with it the whole year round. You can detect fraud with it, and this is just the numbers. Let's say today you would write all the numbers down you would come across. All the numbers beginning with 1, with 2, with 3, and then you see we're curving. And then from that point on, we're curving. From that point on, we're curving. So cycles are there, but just be aware of the Western calendar. And then they're making up a lot of names for the moons and the stars and the constellations being in one straight line and this and that. And then I'm looking about the output input. Like me, I am now in a certain position where I'm actually trying to win back time. No, 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 you cannot go back and win it like that. What you can do is be meditative of where you are at this point and look back. You're always looking. The more you look back, the more you can look to the future. Check, 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 check. So as I'm winning time, that means that what is okay for you, what is your achievements, your accomplishments, and do you add ambition to it, and so on and so on. How do you go about your daily things? This means that there's a certain speed to it, and then you call it really nice. You call it your pace. So at what pace is everybody going? And if I'm looking, I'm at another pace. Maybe not a faster or a slower or a left or a right, but I'm at a pace where I have no ambition. And everybody thinks if you have no ambition, this is a bad thing. Actually, this is an enlightened thing. Because ambition is making you strive for something that you forcefully are putting about. And that's okay. You can strive, you can have the ambition. But if you do not have the ambition, like I sit here and I take care what comes on my path. I'm in between Little Havana and the entrance, the gate of the warriors. And every time I do not have substance in my body to enhance it, put Pachamama's spirit right next to my spirit, isabi to be one in one body with her. And then if like now, what you do not see, I am in front of the gates of the warriors. Yes, come. In front of the gates of the warriors, you will always meet an individual. Because it's a sphere, and that sphere has a lot of doors. And if you enter into these doors, you're entering into the beginning of what I refer to. If you enter into my door, this is directly the gate of the warriors. You know, when I look at myself, I see so much more than just what you see. I see my whole, that what I am in the other realm, I see on me now. Even what my sight is reflecting is an illusion, is not me. This is not me. But if I have to be this now in this body, I have already seen what it is and how many things it is. And then we try everything what is inside. I try to incorporate outside of me. And still I'm not there. This room is too small. So I don't bother anymore. I don't have ambition. Even I want this, I want that, I want this, and even if it doesn't fit, but it will be a good product, but not with ambition. Ambition is a certain strive that I don't know, don't strive. Don't strive. How do you come 2 3 steps from where you begin if you do not strive? Really simple. There are no steps to be made. Even though I'm making steps as I do not make steps physically, I'm in between a little lavana. And then all this input from outside is coming, and I'm like, wait, 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 wait. This is all your level, this is all your process. Where I am is in front of the gates of the warriors. And the gates doesn't have so many keepers, gatekeepers. The few we are, we're keeping the gate, we're training you, bringing you up to the level for you to go through these gates of the warrior in the realms of the non-physical. And you can enter this realm through different means, LSD or this or maybe San Pedro or maybe, but you have other doors that bring you up higher in the sphere. Higher in the sphere, yes, if it has a bottom and a top. So now I'm sitting here and I'm putting myself under a certain pressure that I love because it's motivating being under pressure for me. So much to do and I am the only one to do it. Okay. So I do put things on my pad, but it doesn't start with an ambition like tomorrow I'm ambitious to do this. No. When you are upgrading your system and enhancing every outside activity, like if you start up a new business now, do you know how much time you will need? Do you know how much things will come on your path that you do not know yet of? And then when you're there and then you have to carry the burden. Because with the money comes the burden. Then you have material you need to guard, then you have this, then you have that, and so on and so on. You have put something from outside on you called ambition. And this ambition comes with a certain sacrifice. So as I'm sitting here and I'm pressuring myself, trying to win 6 years of my life back, because for 6 years I was not in this country. So for 6 years I have neglected my upgrade as enhancement on this part of this earth. So now I'm in this state, a no bullshit state. I work with people, so their stuff comes to me and becomes my stuff. But none of my stuff I bring to them. And if I do bring my stuff, it has only to do with the function and with the responsibility that comes with that, and then I have no empathy and no personal this and no that. Like, it's black and white. That's it. I wish upon you to have what I have and see what it is and have it for 20 years and look if you do want to continue it in this way or not. So as I'm sitting around and training myself, sorry, I put myself into a certain financial pressure and I love it. And everybody around me shape up or ship out. Because this is how it goes for me. So now we sit here and we're talking about all different subjects that is coming. There is no focus line. You see, I don't prepare on sitting here and I just sit and it flies by. Everywhere I sit, it is flying by. So now you're picking up stuff from outside, and this is actually, it depends on what is outside of you and you pick up. Sometimes I think when I talk, you are going into your own dimension and your own cosmos and seeing things in a certain way. But even if you do this, I don't want you to make up your mind. Observe, do what you have to do now. If you now have to eat, you eat. You take care of what you have to take care and you dream about your plan of the future and then you sleep. Don't force yourself into a time scale that you will not be able to manage. Striving things that really in if like the illusion of time, if I would take you now 20 years from today, 20 years from today, I take you into the future. How much time you will be enlightened upon? This is the same when you do ayahuasca. Then time and space becomes a whole other concept. It is beyond the human concept. Like let's say for instance if you would ask me to explain you time. I would do it in this way. Our time is in our human concept as like that flow. We're starting off small to big. How about the rest of it? That's also time. And if you're in the rest of that time that is beyond the human illusion, you're traveling beyond it, above it, under it, next to it, beside it, in it. That means it has no impact on you because it's infinite, your existence. And infinite existence doesn't go with time. So this is very beautiful for you to wake up in the illusion of what time is. We're calling it Chinese New Year, we're calling it, and we're putting up calendars, and we're actually feeding our system since the beginning on a wrong. So then the perspective goes in that when I have taught you to drive in the traffic in a wrong way, this is how you will be traveling always in the wrong way. So be very mindful of your time. Me, I try to win it now. I try to go 6 years. I try to get in 1 year, 2 years accomplished. My drive will make it be like that. I create it. I see it. Even though I don't have to be it and be there with it or experience it. This is how nice you are. The moment it is here, real for you. Inside here is real for you. Inside here is real for you. Inside here is real for you. You can put ambition and try to manage it. But like for 20 years, I'm dreaming of a product to put up in Suriname. Forever being Ayahuasca Suriname or really going into my yogic sadhana. 20 years later, for me, that place is so real. It exists already, but only none of you are there. Some individuals are there that you do not see their faces, but who cares? That place is as real for me in my existence as it is not real in this reality as yet. So experiencing things goes with how much you have put outside of the system, how much you have, if it is an upbringing, if it is a culture, if it is a nationality, if it is food habits, if it is. The more you are having distance between what is the output and your input, Because even if I take everybody around you and I put you in the most paradise place, still the outside will do some feeling to the inside. But managing the inside is wonderful. So for me, again, I am not going. If you are a participant in a ceremony, you come with skepticism, you come with fear, you come with expectations, you come with. I cannot link up to all those frequencies. As I'm serving the medicine, you will either need to identify with maybe me, your skepticism, your fear, your this, your that. That is not something I link up with. But what yet you are not linked up with is where I will come in my approach towards you. And then you have certain ways. One way is the heart gathering, guiding a ceremony. But me, when I activate your body, I will do it from the Kundalini. This will be my aim. And if the Kundalini energy is strong enough, then it needs to come out of you. Through what? Intellect, ego, this, then it will come out through the heart. Reactivate your ancient knowledge. Start your Kundalini. And then give it an exit. The heart. So now everybody around me. Like daily I have like almost 20 people around me. Almost every day. Being alone is so much a choice for me. The moment I'm with somebody and they're so, I don't know, I'm so accustomed to sitting and relaxing and doing and not so loud music and loud this and loud that, because then it makes your concentration more sharp. If you listen to music too loud, the input from outside is too big. If you listen to music from a certain decibel, that's okay. And you need to concentrate on the music. You need to focus on it. That's in the observer state you are. What do you want to do? Oh, so many things is on my path. And I'm taking it one step at a time. But this is my discipline. I do not expect nothing from nobody around me. But every time things is happening around me, I'm looking at, okay, this is it. This is where they are. Only thing I can say, find you some money, come drink with the medicine and light yourself. Come be the best version of yourself. Start achieving things. Put big things on the path. Big things that is maybe not achievable and yet believe that it is. If you did that years and you call it your faith, your religion, your atheism, you can also do this. Don't think about 10, 20, 30 years. Think about big cycles. How will this planet be in 1,000 years to 5,000 years? Think of yourself having a this and having a that and want this and that, and believe in it. If your belief is so strong, the creation is within, the input is within, then it is already happening to you. And do not see that it is not something you do not have. Because I am inside of you, you are inside of you. This what you see outside is just the illusion again. For you to get this explanation is for you to diet and sit with the plants. There's no other way. Thinking it and saying it and this and that, no other way. Yeah, battery is low. 25 minutes is enough for today. Although we meditate for this a little bit more here. Happy Chinese Winey year.